Good morning, class 11s. Today we will be completing third chapter with the last subtopic, that is education. You and I, we both know how important education is, right? And how important educating oneself is, how important enrolling oneself in the school is. That's why the state gives free basic education to the children, because it is very important. So here we read, education is a lifelong process involving both formal and informal institutions of learning. There is never an end to learning. You will always keep learning each and every day, okay? Either through your school or either through experiences of your life. Education is will always take place, and it is both formal and informal. Formal means where you enroll yourself in a school, and informal means in the family or through some other agencies. So school is a step towards higher education and finally employment. For some of us, it may mean acquiring some necessary social skills. What is common in all cases is that there is a felt need for education. So once you enroll yourself into school, then you can go to college, then university, and then after you complete studying a certain course, you can find a job for yourself. So education is very important, and people also intake social skills through education. So sociology understands this need as a process of transmission. There is a qualitative distinction between simple societies and complex modern societies. So here, even in the case of education, there has been a distinction between simple societies, means the primitive rural societies, and complex modern societies, that is the urban industrialized societies. In case of the former, that is in simple societies, there was no need of schooling. Formal schooling was not required. You did not have to enroll yourself in a school. Children learned customs and broader way of life by participating in activities with their adults. So that is experiencing and learning. That happened in the simple societies. But then what happened in the modern society was there was economic division of labor, separation of work from home. We had studied about this, where earlier all the families used to work at home together, but now the workplace is different and the place of home is different. So need for specialized learning and skill attainment, rise of state system, nations and complex set of symbols and ideas. So all these things began to emerge in the complex industrialized societies. In such a case, formal education was very important. Furthermore, modern societies have universalistic values. So, universalistic values here means a value which is which is accepted by the entire world. Universal. That means such values which is there, which is followed in each and every corner of the world. That kind of values were in the modern society, whereas in simple society it depends on particularistic values based on family, kin, caste, or religion. So in simple societies, the values are not universal. Values may differ from one family to another, and the values followed in the simple society, it was based on the family or their kinship group or religion. Schools in modern societies are designed to promote uniformity, standardized aspirations, and universalistic values. So in school, all the students are taught the same thing, okay? Universal. It's not that you are from a different caste, I'll teach you different thing. You are from this family, you will be taught differently. It's not that. In school, everybody is treated universally. Everything you do is universal. Emile Durkheim, this man, he is a sociologist. For Emile Durkheim, no society can survive without a common base, a certain number of ideas, sentiments, and practices which education must inculcate in all children indiscriminately. So he's saying that in no society, there is no society can, it can, what do you say, survive or live or last without any common or universal values. So it is the responsibility of the school to teach the student such values without doing any discrimination. For the functionalist, education maintains and renews the social structure, transmits and develops culture. The education system is an important mechanism for the selection and allocation of individuals in their future roles. So the functionalist says that education is the education, it keeps the social structure alive. It teaches, it transmits the culture, right? Like it teaches one batch of student and next batch and next batch and next batch. Okay, so there is transmit of culture. It diffuses culture and values to individuals, and it is very important. For the sociologist who perceive society as unequally differentiated, education functions as a main stratifying agent. So those sociologists, the let's say for example the conflict sociologist would say that in education also, what you're taught is the dominant caste values or something like that, they would say that. So for the sociologist who considers society to be unequal, feels that education is a stratifying agent. It is education with, it divides the people into upper class or middle class or lower class, because and at the same time the inequality of education opportunity is also a product of social stratification. Everybody cannot afford to study in A1 elite schools. Like that will be because of your, let's say, class or your income. So some people will be studying in government schools in villages, and some may be studying in international elite schools, right? So because so there is a stratification in that phase, like that aspect also. In other words, we go to different kind of schools depending on our socioeconomic background. So everybody cannot afford to study in this elite schools, right? So that depends upon your class, your socioeconomic background, your social background, from which kind of society or family you come from, how strong you are economically. It all depends upon that. And there are more privileges or there are more opportunities in an international school or in a good school, let's say, and because we go to some kind of schools, we acquire different kind of privileges and finally opportunities. So the opportunities that come to you depends upon your schooling, and whether you study, and the type of school you study in, it depends upon your socio-economic background. So that is it for the third chapter. Please go through your chapter, and we'll start this chapter if it is there in the syllabus. Okay, thank you.